Hey everyone, Billy from LM Cases here, and today we're going to take a look at a pretty unique project that we just finished up. So this is a 4U flyable rack. This rack is designed to hang behind a PA hang and just hold some networking and or DSP equipment for the PA. I know, this is a little bit weird. We've been building these since about 2018, 2019 is when we got our first request, and the interesting thing about LM is once it goes on the website, sometimes we keep building them. So certainly no intention for it to be a product, but it's kind of turned into one. So the thing about these cases are, for the low production video quality here at LM, meaning I have both of my hands on the camera gimbal and I'm trying to narrate while being a poor videographer, they're difficult to move around. So I have two on the case here to show you the front and the back. And I'm going to do my best to explain, but you're watching a road case demo video, so I don't think you guys are here for high production quality. So what you're looking at right now is the top of the case. So this is what would be flying towards the ceiling or the grid. There is a face piece that goes over that to prevent dust and things like that from going in. The face piece is removed. You can see on the top of this case, and this is what it looks like when it's on. So the face piece is made out of 1/4-inch marine grade plastic, and it has 2U in the center that's exposed. The customer is going to put a 2U brush panel there. So if you can imagine, cables will go into the case just like this, and then between the 1/4-inch marine grade plastic piece that we supply and the brush panel that they supply, they can do their best to keep their confetti cannon fodder and debris from going into the case. So the back face piece here, or I should say the top face piece here, is attached with just regular rack screws. These go right to the rack rail. We just added that into the CNC file so that it would line up to the hole. The rig points are 360-degree swiveling, so you can see that we do have that into the dust piece here, so that all you have to do is just turn them like that, and you can pull it off. So looking at the rack frame, this is built out of 1-inch steel box tubing. The flight case or road case material that you see on the outside doesn't have anything to do with the structural integrity of the case. It is purely decorative. So the rack frame floats inside of the flight case frame, say that 3 times fast, and it's isolated from it with rubber bushings. You can kind of sort of see them like that. It's attached to the top of the case like this. And again, I must stress for the YouTube comment section, the only purpose of the bushings and the bolts here are to make sure that the road case exterior frame stays attached to the inner frame. All of the weight is being supported by the welded steel frame. So these are heavy-duty, weight-rated rig points. They have a working load limit of 550 pounds, and they also have a torque spec for attaching these Allen bolts right here. Again, if you can use your imagination, this is the view of the case with the dust cover removed. So there won't be any equipment mounted on this rear rail. Its only purpose is to accept the dust cover and also provide a place for the 2U brush panel to mount. So looking at the front of the case, this is actually where the equipment will be mounted. So the general idea here is they wanted to hang the rack upside down so that they could look up at networking equipment. So they couldn't have the networking equipment underneath the PA because they didn't have the floor space for it. But they also wanted to see the equipment, so look up, so you know, if you have activity on a port, that kind of thing. And this is what we came up with. So the rail is recessed 2 inches from the front of the frame. And what we have here are these removable pieces that go in here like this as a secondary safety measure. I was worried when we were designing these that, you know, network switches especially are designed with fixed installs in mind. So even though you have a 10/32 screw going into the rack rail, you may have something smaller, like an 832 going into the side frame. If the ear is removable or something like that, I just wanted to have a secondary piece that would cover the rack screws just in case an ear came off or something like that. So this goes into the side of the case with a pair of very heavy-duty 10/32 screws. Secondarily, as a safety measure, there are an additional 2 rig points right here. So you can have a secondary safety tether. So there's one on either side. So if it's the right or the left-hand side of the PA, you can attach it to a wall or have a safety cable or anything like that on there. The exterior case is built out of 1/2-inch plywood laminated with black ABS plastic. It has deep recessed handles, and I'm sure you're probably thinking, Billy, why do I need handles on the side of this case? It's like, well, it's very heavy to move around, so to help your install guys out, it's quite nice. And it also does have a recessed route out for a PAL label. So I know that this is interesting and kind of weird, so I do have a product link below in the description. So if you do want to just look at some detailed pictures of this, and you're not you don't want to listen to my rambling and bad narration and video work, you can check that out. I promise I'm much better off camera. If you want to email me direct, you can email me billy@lmcases.com. Also check us out on Instagram. I think we're a pretty good Instagram follow. That's LM_cases. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. We really do appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.